What's up everyone, it is Dark Viper and I am here to show you how to trade using vending machines and also show you one of the largest malls you've ever seen in Skyblock with over 500 vending machines and 42 levels tall. That's actually 42 levels. It took me so long to make. So is it a practical mall? No, this is not a practical mall, but nothing I make is really practical when I go big. Some stuff is, other things not so much, but I like to go big. I'm crazy like that. So before I show you the mall, I want to start off with some basics of what a vending machine is. For those of you that don't know what a vending machine is, you're going to need to know this. Vending machines are a step up from our old method of trading where we used to have to use a chest to transfer stuff. Granted, we use a bigger chest than that. That's a tiny chest. So with the old way, a lot of players got scammed because what's to prevent someone from kicking you off an island? So say I give you this and a bunch of seeds and you take them and run away and don't give me money. Well, that's a big deal, right? That's a big problem. So vending machines are a step up from that. And unfortunately, a lot of players still can't afford them because it does require some expensive items. So a lot of players, new players, are still getting scammed because they can't afford them. Maybe the devs will make it a little easier to make these, but for now, I'm going to show you how to make them. First up, go to your tier 3 workbench, and then you're going to go in here and you see the big looking, it looks like a soda machine. So you click on that and it'll tell you you need 1 crystallized iron. You can get crystallized iron by farming iron ore, and they are kind of hard to get. They're pretty rare. So I would actually, if you have the means, go ahead and just go and buy one from someone. I think they're going for anywhere between 70,000 to 120,000 depending on availability. And then you've got a green sticky gear. You need 5 of those. You can get those from the slimes. They're actually really easy to get. You just need to make sure you have some kind of weapon to go and take those out, but you can get those from the green slimes. And then of course you need 10 gold. It has to be the gold bars, which you need to smelt, and you can get those from the buffalo core. So now you can see I already have everything. So we're going to go ahead and craft this guy. Now I've got a vending machine in my inventory. I'm going to show you how to use this. Vending machines have 2 modes. They have a buy mode and a sell mode. This gets a little confusing. I need to be very clear about this. So when you see the label that says buy, that means I, as a user, can buy from this machine. And if it says sell, then I can sell to the machine. It's always going to be in the player's perspective that's visiting you. So in this case, if the machine's in sell mode, that means as a visitor, I can sell to your machine. And if it's in buy mode, then as a visitor, I'm buying from you, right? I'm going to go and place some items in here as an example. So I'm going to put in some berry seeds. This is in buy mode. That means as a seller, I'm going to sell these seeds to someone that visits. And then we're going to set the amount per seed. And so I'm going to put it at 5,000 coins for each seed. And then I've got 8 quantity in here. Now machines do have a limit of 40 in the inventory, so you can't go beyond 40 currently. I think they may increase that, but right now you only have a limit of 40. And then any of that money that they gave to the machine is going to be in here, and I can hit withdraw if they did. You're going to be able to see that balance inside the coins. So I'm going to go ahead and withdraw that, and now I've got my money, and then the player has their seed. Now if I'm wanting to buy seeds from someone, I just switch this to sell mode. What that means is now the player can sell to me, and I need to deposit some money in there so that when they sell their item to me, they can get some money, because if there's no money in here, they can't sell it because the machine doesn't have money to give them. So that's pretty much how you do it with this. The only gotcha here is if you want to buy stuff from someone. So for example, if you're wanting to buy maybe smelters from someone and you don't have a smelter yet, you got to have at least one of whatever you want to buy from players that are visiting you. So if you think you're going to need more than one of these, I'm just going to tell you right now, just go buy them from a trader. Don't try to make your own unless you really have the patience to go out and farm a bunch of ore, maybe hours and hours and hours of time to make one of these. It's so much more time efficient to just go ahead and buy the materials or buy the vending machine by itself. Vending machines are kind of hard to find, so when you're trading on the Discord, you're not going to find that many of them. You'll find maybe 1 or 2 every now and then. Best scenario here is just, again, go get these materials. It's easy to find green sticky gears. They're about 1,000 a piece. Gold's about basically like 2,500 if they're smelted. And then crystallized iron's about 80K, sometimes more, sometimes less. It depends. So I want to give you one more tip here that I learned from doing a lot of big money transactions with players. When you're doing, closer to maybe 30 million coin or something that's just going to take forever for you to go and get money bags, is you can actually use a vending machine. So say someone's coming to buy something from me. Maybe they're coming to buy 1,000 seeds from me for 5,000 each. Then they're going to need to transfer 5 million to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the vending machine and I'm going to place a grass block, and don't get hung up on that. That's just basically a trash item. And I'm going to bring this up to 5 million. So what that means is as a buyer, I'm going to go and buy this for 5 mil, right? So I'm going to come up here, I'm going to hit buy, and it took it out of my money. And then since this is my machine, I'm just going to go ahead and withdraw that. Now this is very important. Before you actually give them the items, make sure you withdraw from this machine, because if you give them build mode to be able to access things inside the chest, they can just go and take this money out right after they give it to you. So you're gonna be like, oh, okay, they bought it. And guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna go in here and withdraw, and you won't even know that they just took the money and the items. So make sure before you give them any items inside the chest that you go and after they buy it, just go and take that money real quick. It takes you like seconds to do so you don't get scammed. And then if you're buying something, similarly, what you can do is you can just deposit the coin coin. So say you're buying something for maybe like 200,000, you can just put the money in here and give them build mode, and they can withdraw that money. So it's a good way for you to be able to transfer money very easily without money bags. Just be sure you know who's supposed to go first and get that money out as soon as possible so that you don't get scammed. Generally speaking, a good rule of thumb is if you can do less than 400 items, either you can use 10 vending machines or you can just do it 10 times. I kind of think the 10-time rule is pretty good because you can fit 40 items in here 10 times. It doesn't take that long to do that. Now, if it's over 400, I would recommend just doing the chest if you know them and they're trusted. Maybe check their vouchers on the Discord. Then I would just do it through chest and use this for the money transaction just to save some time. But again, it's all up to you and what you're comfortable with. Now, I do want to give a huge shout out to Queen Elsa Pony who made this possible. I don't think I would have been able to make this tower. This thing took forever to build, and in doing so, I did a lot of trades. And in doing a lot of trades, I actually came across a lot of player islands. And I found a few that I want to actually show you that I thought were super cool. We're going to go ahead and start off with Xanary's Island. She had an amazing looking shop that I really loved. It had a nice flow to it, and you can tell she really put in her creativity and passion to make something special. She actually has 2 accounts. This is her alt account, Money Farm, and her other island was just as detailed as this one. I've actually linked Xanori's profile in the description so you can buy from her island if you'd like, and if she's online, you can just basically jump in while she's on a public server. Definitely check out her Money Farm account though. That's the one with the biggest shop, and you can tell she's got a lot of items. She does also buy items from players, and she's got a ton of great stuff. She has furniture, she had gold, she had crystals, she had weapons, she also had gilded steel stuff, so she's got a lot of high-end stuff, and you can tell she's an avid trader. So definitely drop her a follow on Roblox. She just has it open so you can join her anytime when she's on Publix. And next we have Fire Godspeed, who had an amazing black and gold island. It was full of gold and coal blocks. It just made me drool a little bit because it was really, really cool. The twisted columns were really a nice touch. Fire Godspeed is also a huge trader. He sells in bulk. I remember him showing me he had like 24,000 berry seeds on him. Definitely check him out. He's a great bulk trader. You can tell he trades a lot just looking at the coin in his bank. Maybe I'll be rich just like him one of these days. Nah, I like to spend my money on crazy builds. Speaking of crazy builds, let me show you my latest craze. Check out the Great Mall. So this Great Mall took me forever. Like I said, it is made up of 500 vending machines. I think I did a little too much here, but I wanted to do a little too much here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like inside. I'm actually not going to climb it all the way up because it is going to take forever. It is a tall tower. So we're just going to actually take a shortcut in here, and we're going to go up my ladder. I'm actually aiming to get an event together either Sunday or next week. So I do sometimes do these little event notifications or invites whenever I'm in games. In order to be able to get notified about those, jump into our Discord. I'm going to show a link on the screen so you can get notified when I do an event or if I ever invite players to join us for a cool video. The best way to do that is by being on our Discord. Pretty much Discord users get invites. So I don't think there's anything like this, like I said, in Skyblock. I have yet to see it, and I do think it's a bit excessive. But let's go ahead and go up to the rooftop. This is one of my favorites right here. We can actually lounge down here, hang out, chat about games, why my eyes are always so big and red. This was actually a lot of fun to build and exhausting. I'm actually going to be doing some additional videos pretty soon here. You're going to see a video on how to make a ton of berry seeds in the game. So if you're curious how to make potentially thousands and thousands of seeds, I'm going to show you how you can do that. I actually got 1,000 seeds yesterday with some of these tactics. And I'm also going to show you an auto farm design for iron smelting to get a ton of iron, and some other videos coming up for Skyblock, including some really, really cool builds I have in mind. I've got some really crazy stuff coming. So I hope you will hit that like button and subscribe if you're new so you can be sure to get notified whenever I make those videos. And now I'm going to give you a final treat of a time lapse of building this beast of a mall. So I want to give a shout out to Shin Chan, who I did a trade with on some vending machines. He definitely hooked it up. Big shout out to Mom Mavi as well. She hooked me up with, I think, about like 15 or 16 of these machines. And that's it for this video. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and share this video with any of your friends who are new to the game so you can prevent them from getting scammed during trades. Until next time, peace.